Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in Glacier, and this is actually my son, and he is in his Object 430U, Tier 10. I've been saying how much of a better player he is, how well he's doing. He's bringing his WN8 up. He's a force to reckon with if you run into him on the battlefield. And I guess the easiest way to say it is the proof is in the pudding. So if you see it, it's a little bit easier to believe, when you see it firsthand. So personally, this map I really don't have any likes for in super heavies. We all already know that. Or like heavy, slow heavy tanks. So medium tanks or fast heavies, not a problem, but yeah, you get into a super heavy on this thing, it can get wrecked pretty easy. So you can see he's already lit, and he's down in the little dip there, and somebody already got a shot off on him. One thing about the 430U is it's got very good armor, kind of all around. It's a medium tank, but it plays more like a heavy tank. Now, he showed me the replay on this, and he does miss several shots, which, he came right out and told me, he goes, "Dad, I tell you, I need to stop and aim a little bit better and, make my shots count." And, he just already got a kill there. I know he did a lot of damage on this replay, but I'm not sure exactly how much he did. I dunked her into the dirt a little bit there. I noticed he had a heat round loaded right off the bat for his first round. Kind of takes after his dad, because I do the same thing. He probably got that kind of from me. But it's nice, like I've said multiple times in the past, it's always nice to make sure that first round does damage. So if you got knocked out, at least you did one shot of damage. Nothing sucks more than, you take a shot, bounce, and you do no damage and you get knocked out. So he got his butt facing him, and I'm watching him. I'm like, "Are you gonna side scrape, or what are you doing?" He said, "No, I just stopped to get a shot." He said, and I paid for it dearly. So he's learning his mistakes, and you can see he's like, he turned around and boom, they start to bounce. And this is where he was telling me, he said, "I missed several shots here, Dad. These are shots I should have hit." And the aiming on the 430U is not the best. It doesn't have the best dispersion in the world. But again, he was taking shots, and he wasn't really aiming them in. Kind of clutch shot in a lot of them. But he does do a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, he's only got 841 right now, but he does something here in a little bit that most of the time, when you see somebody that, I don't want to say he's newer to World of Tanks, because he's been playing it since, pretty much since I've been playing it. He used to run off my account, and he was embarrassed. He's like, "Dad, don't even watch this shot." So he knew that he was making some mistakes. But then from that point out, he starts getting his shots on target there. But like I told him, I said, when you get in this position like this, you got to make sure your shots count, because if you're just pulling the trigger and your shots aren't hitting, the people that are shooting at you are going to be more apt to keep coming after you, because they'll think, "Oh, he's just going to miss anyways." But he gets up here, which this is actually a pretty darn good spot, and you can see that his team is nowhere around. So he's got to be real careful, because basically he is by himself. So here comes a full health T-54, and of course the T-54 is shooting nothing but premium rounds. That's just the way it works. And so my son's up to 26. I better call him. I told him, I said, "You should have rammed him right off the hill." And he said he wanted the damage, which, I agree, but I think if you shove him off the hill, you still get the damage. I'm not really sure. Either that or he got tracked. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so he gets stuck in a bit of a pickle here in a minute. So he got rid of the T-54, and here comes a lumbering T-110E4, which he's got 647 hit points, so he's a one-shot. And here comes T-54 lightweight. So basically, two tanks, one full health, one with about a quarter of his health against a tank that's either a one shot for a T110E4 or probably two shots for the lightweight. And this is what I was saying. This is where, you know, a lot of people would have made a mistake. And he goes after the lightweight, which that was smart, get rid of him. And he's trying to stay on the T110 on his keister there, because, you know, he can only spin it so fast. What I told him he should have done is try to keep that track off, and he did. So, you know, I was watching this and saying things, and he was like, I shoot her in a minute. So, you know, I was pretty impressed that, you know, he had the know-how and the foresight to take out that lightweight and then sit here and just basically pluck a full health T110E4 to nothing. And he makes a mistake there. He shot him in the back of the turret, but he couldn't get his gun down enough, is what he said, which makes sense. But I'm like, oh, Bub. I said, Bringer of Death. I shouldn't call him. I call him Bub. Called him that since he was a baby. And then here comes a T10. I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna die now. There's no way. So he takes out the T110E4, and the T10 gets a shot into him. And so my son's a one shot for him, and he's a one shot for my son. And so this comes down to, you know, he played it very well. I gotta pause it for a second here. So, just got himself his own little graveyard here. He's got 5 kills, and I think 4 of them are. Oh no, all of them are right here, because he got. Jeez, oh Pete, yeah, he's got himself a little graveyard. So first off, he took out what was that? The MX 1390, and then the T54. Came up here, and he was full health, and Bringer of Death was able to take him out, which he's right there. And then the T110E4 and the lightweight came up here. Lightweight was a one-shot. T110E4 was full health, and the lightweight tried getting on his side, on my son's side, and he was able to take the lightweight out. And then he had it down to the T110E4, whittled the T110E4 down from full health to dead, and then here comes a, well, point the wrong one, T110E4, whittled him down from full health to dead, and then here comes a T10, I believe he was I think he was a one-shot, or maybe, no, he was a two-shot, and my son was, I believe, a two-shot also. T110, excuse me, the T10 penned him, and then Bringer of Death took him out. And that's not it. I think he actually gets another kill. Actually, I think he either gets 1, maybe 2 kills. I was very impressed watching this replay. I mean, I couldn't have done it better myself. I mean, I probably wouldn't have missed as many shots as he did at the beginning up, you know, when he was backing up the hill here. But, you know, well, yeah, no, the aiming on the 430U, the dispersion is not the best, so you never know. But, and then here comes the E75. He gets taken out, and he's lit, so he knows that, you know, he's 275, already can plug him. You know, anything on the enemy team that even hits near him is going to kill him. Thought that was pretty cool. His gun is nice. Purpell. That's from the paint mod I have. So he comes over here because he sees the E100. Whoops. And then he lights up the Jagdtiger. So he takes a shot at the E100, hits him for 469. And I was also very impressed that he was using all standard rounds. And he's got a while. I was like, oh, Bub, if you keep pulling forward. He goes, I don't worry, because I was going to say that Jagdtiger is going to take him out. And he played it smart. You know, he took a look and made sure that the Jagdtiger wasn't aimed in on him before he pulled over. So he does a quick auto lock here, takes a shot, and it bounces. But he was also worried about that Jagdtiger, you know, getting a shot on him. And the Jagdtiger can hit him up there. His gun is, you know, easily able to point up that high. So here comes the what's what he's got on his team there. There's the standard B, Jagdtiger, T110E4. So he goes, he lights up the Jagdtiger, takes a quick clutch shot and misses, just an auto lock. He was trying to hit the Jagdtiger in the engine deck and catch him on fire. And he went to get that shot right there and almost cost him his tank. But all they got left is artillery. And I can't remember if he takes him out or if... I really can't remember. We'll speed it up here a little bit. I can't remember if... Oh, he was typing right here. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I was typing. I'm like, you need to type faster then, bud. But, yeah, so anyways, somebody ended up taking out the artillery there. I had to make sure that timer stopped here so I didn't finish the match here. So, yeah, he ended up doing 7,073 damage, blocked 3,600 damage, and got 289 assisted damage. He ended up getting 5 kills. He ended up getting a whole bunch of awards for that. Yeah, he was going for a Top Gun on that Jagdtiger, and somebody, I mean, he had a little bit of hit points left. They could have let him get it, and he was a little bummed about that. He says, yeah, really steal my Top Gun, which, I'd have been kind of bummed about it too. But yeah, he did very well. I was super impressed on how well he played that. Shot 1 premium round, the rest were standard. He does the same thing I do. First round is always a premium, and the rest are, standard unless he comes up against some can't pen. But yeah, so he ended up getting a bunch of awards. Had a hell of a WN8 on that match. He did phenomenal. I was really impressed with the moves that he made up on that hill, taking out basically 5 tanks that all came up there, and a couple times he had 2 tanks versus himself, and was able to play it out, make the right decisions, and shoot the right tanks, not make them, because I mean, he could have easily shot the T110E4 and that lightweight could have got on his butt and caused a whole headache of problems. But he had the know-how to see, okay, that T110E4 lightweight's right there is a one-shot, take him out, get rid of that gun, and then work on the T110E4, which is full health. And to keep us cool like he did, I was really impressed. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. I really, my son really impresses me sometimes, well, actually quite a bit, when he plays World of Tanks. He is getting to be a super good player. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.